right, family. Hope that this co-working session has been helpful and fruitful to you. So, I want to just kind of frame out some thoughts that are going through my mind right now as I'm working through closing out a couple of projects and, working on making sure our customers receive the value that they deserve. A couple of things that's coming to mind for me. In our business, we help our customers think about the future. We help them strategize how to go from their current place of existence and operation into to this future state that they desire and they envision. And it can be challenging for any organization, any individual to dream about what the future looks like, let alone to talk about and strategize what those steps look like to get from point A to point B. We all hope and dream and believe that the process of getting from point A to point B is a straight line. The truth is, it's not. It's not that easy, and it never turns out that way. And we do begin that process hoping and believing that it will, but it just doesn't turn out that way. So as you think about strategic planning, it's important to think about it through the lens of kind of these three steps. One, what's the strategy you're trying to execute? Number two, how are you going to initiate and engage in consistent performance? Number three, how are you establishing a framework for effective relationships? Because those three components helps you not only develop a solid plan, but also kind of put together a plan that has staying power. When you're thinking about strategic planning, five questions that we tend to ask our customers all the time. Number one, what's the current state of the organization? Like, what's the reality? We tend to look at a pestle analysis there to look at the political, economic, social, technological, leadership, and economic, environmental rather challenges that it may be facing an organization, because those things are very real. We just had a presidential election, so how does that potentially impact your business ops if you're a nonprofit, or even if you're a for-profit? You're a small business. What about the regulations that changes from one party to the next that may be more onerous or more liberating for your business? How does that change potential cash flow, business deals, business opportunities where you may be doing business with the government, or some of your customers they do business with the government? And does that increase cash flow? Does it slow down? Should you pivot to a different direction, etc.? Funding opportunities, lending opportunities, interest rates, etc. So there are a lot of things happening at the national and local level that really does have an impact on your business. So what's the right now look of your business? And then when you look at the right now view of your business, and where are you trying to go? What's the vision? What's the hope you're trying to achieve in the next 6 months, 12 months, or 36 months, if you will? And so when you start to think about that, it starts to encourage you to think and dream about a future. Now, you don't have to worry about the details just yet, because the future is the future, and it's all about dreaming. It's all about hoping. It's all about this aspirational desire you have for your business and for your customers and for your staff and for yourself. So those are the two questions. Third question is, well, what steps do we need to take to get to this desired vision? Typically, you want to look at 3 to 5 steps. These ultimately become the goals that you start to target and focus on as you begin to look at what makes our vision a reality. Something that I've learned doing this for our customers, and even in our business or for previous businesses that I ran, is that a lot of times the goals do not have to be things that you haven't started yet. Some individuals and some organizations feel intimidated by the planning process because they believe they got to start new work all the time. What I've learned, when you look back at what actually gets published in the plan itself, or what reality is, some stuff you've already started piloting and you started testing, and now it's time to bring it to the forefront to make it a permanent fixture, a permanent part of your portfolio to execute on this vision. And then there are other things that have not been started, things that need to be started, things that need to be explored. And so you start to work on those things real time and start to figure out, okay, well, we already got this going, so we can put that in goal category, but we need to figure out how to start this. And so it balances it out with old and new, things that are emerging and things that have yet to sprout seedlings or fruit to build upon. So 3 to 5 goals of steps that you need to take to get to the vision. And then the fourth question is, well, when we look at the 3 to 5 steps, what specific items do we need to accomplish? Let's start to fill in 3 to 5 steps for each of those goals. So now your goals start to have this stair step approach that goes down and down and down, that looks at, well, how do we get here? And it starts to simplify things even more. The conversation gets even more granular, more detailed. Again, conceptually, some things you may have already in place, some things may be already launched, some things you haven't launched yet. This is where you start to wrestle with other team members about the details. You start to navigate through the details, and it becomes the survival of the fittest as relates to your ideas. Which idea makes the most sense at this granular level? What concepts do we need to draw from this project and that project to bring it here? What new things do we need to think about? What consultants do we need to hire or bring in who may be able to help us think creatively about this particular body of work? Because what we've done before doesn't fit in any of these categories. How we think right now doesn't help us. Our processes of getting things done isn't really elevating us to another phase. And so it begins to challenge us to think a lot differently. And then a fifth question is, well, how are we measuring our success? By timeline or by KPI? Sometimes both. But those are the five questions that you want to think about when you're developing your strategic plan. The three steps earlier are the steps you want to take to really make sure your plan is robust: strategy, performance, relationships. And we help our customers do this on a regular basis. So I want to challenge you as you're building your business, as you're building your new program, as you're evaluating new funding opportunities or new funding sources or new partnerships. Think about those things that I've just listed and how they can help you move your work forward as you seek to serve your customers. Visit me at elipatrick.com to learn more about the things that we do to help our customers achieve their goals, and also to schedule a free consultation if you have capacity that you want to expand or build for your nonprofit organization. Again, elipatrick.com. This is Dr. William Clark. Hope this co-working session was helpful for you. I look forward to working with you guys next time. See everybody.